Brea, Ed, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for
Thank you for
having us.
having us.
So let's dive into this because it's freshly on my mind after my 3 watches of your film.
I love to hear that.
It's commitment.
So I have to ask, where did the story come from? Because this story resonated with me a lot because I felt like I was a part of the movie.
That's nice. That's nice to hear.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say where this came from because also when I think about it, it's like, it really comes in layers as you're building it. And I think when you have something that should exist, like the layers just keep being built upon it. Maybe that was just nonsense. Brea, what do you have to say?
I would say that is true. It started, everything starts with a kernel of an idea and then it gets bigger and bigger. I think, one thing we wanted to do is we wanted to make an anthology that resonated with people. So I'm so glad it resonated with you.
Making a horror anthology has been a goal for like 15 years for me.
Yeah, and so the idea was that it was, what people are really worried about right now is the economy. People are worried about how to make ends meet, and there's a lot of horror to be found in that. And I think, horror can do a lot of great things where it really can tackle what people are actually worried about and actually scared of. And we wanted to actually tackle the things that everyone we knew was scared about, which is which is money and living in this sort of like late capitalist hellscape that we've been living in.
Yeah, and I think that's the realism because it felt like I was watching a movie about like the news right now and my life and whatnot.
I know. Well, one of our running jokes is always sending each other articles and being like, grind too? There's so many things that are just so grind in the world.
Yeah.
So you can make a sequel tomorrow, right?
We have a ton of ideas. We're waiting for that.
So the scene that made me jump out of my seat was the walk down the hallway on the broken glass. That anything but glass and just no. Like, how the hell did you guys pull that scene off? Because that was my most cringiest part of the movie.
Wow, thank you so much. I think you're one of the first people to talk to us about that scene. What we wanted to do there was really escalate. The idea is that, like, for people who haven't seen it, like this guy who's a delivery guy is going through and each task to get his delivery to where it needs to go has to get worse and worse. And that scene was a tough one because we wanted to cover an entire hallway with glass, but we're an indie movie and we didn't have enough glass. We had like enough glass for like 2 square feet or something. So there's CGI in that, which worked out pretty well. It was also just about shooting above. So we didn't see it most of the time, and it's a lot done with sound so that he's walking on broken glass, but it's a lot of sound, a lot in the actors' reaction. Like if you look at it, there's actually only like 3 shots where you actually see all of the glass, and then getting that one shot. The key with the broken glass scene is always to show someone pulling it out of their foot. That is if you can have a scene where they're pulling it out of their foot, so it's like having a really good special effects makeup like on the day.
And the sounds. I think the sound more than the visual did it for me because it legitimately sounded like somebody was breaking glass.
Oh wow. Okay, good. I'm glad. You never know, when you're making a movie, because I know there's not that sound happening. Like we didn't shoot that sound on the day, but we had a really great post-production sound team that really helped bring a lot of stuff to life.
And another thing is that guy went through it all. That poor I felt for him. He had to do that like what 10, 12 times. It felt like
so many times because he was in a time loop. Yeah, our big thing was when we were creating the movie is we wanted to make sure you really related to the characters, and the characters were never to blame. They were just in these like bad situations, and
and they're also really good at their jobs, which is something I feel like doesn't come up very often. Like everyone in the film is so dedicated. Like you could make this movie and it could be like a slacker thing, which would be much less appealing. But everyone's going above and beyond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I think. My next question is the casting. How did you guys cast it so perfectly well? Because from start to finish, I felt like I was a part of the cast.
Oh. I guess you're in the next one, I guess.
Yeah. It's a big cast. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, we do call our friends. So like I would say half the cast are just friends, like people we've worked with in the past. Like I have worked with Barbara Crampton on a number of occasions, and so when we were thinking about who would be in charge of a multi-level marketing cult, it was Barbara Crampton or bust. So she was and she was gracious enough to come and show up for a couple of days for us. But then we also had just like a really good casting director, and I think movies of this size kind of skimp on that sometimes, and we actually like had a good casting director who worked with us to find like a couple of key roles in every segment. So delivery, it's the second and third segments mainly. That was a lot of casting director.
Yeah, like I never would have thought of James Urbaniak, even though I'd worked with him in the past, and I love him. That was like an amazing suggestion from Chrissy, the casting director.
So where did most of this film take place? Because it was very like, okay, you're here 1 minute, and then you're here in another minute, and then you're at a cubicle here, and then you're back here. It's like, how did you pull that off? Because the transitions were phenomenal.
Thank you.
When you say take place, you mean like where do we shoot it, or
Yeah, like where was most of it shot at? Because it felt like it was okay. You're in the storage facility, and then it jumps to like another spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We shot it all in LA, 100%
Yeah,
Los
all
Angeles.
100% in LA. And I think our two big strokes of luck were Soapbox Studios, who Brea was friends with, who let us shoot there for free. And so almost all of content is built there. And then there was another studio that they gave us an incredible deal where we built the coffee shop. But in general, I think there's one Letterboxd review that was like, there's a lot of good sets in this movie. And I really appreciated that, because I was like, there's a lot of good, like there's so many locations in this compared to your average horror anthology.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
our production designer wanted to slit her wrists by the end for sure, because she was doing the work of, I mean, she really did the work. We shot MLM a year before we shot everything else. So that was like, and that's just at Ed's house. But then when we shot the other 3 segments, we shot them back to back, which was really hard because she basically had to create 3 different movies. I mean, like on a normal movie, you would just have the coffee shop, or you would just have the, but she had to build 3 different worlds. And shout out to Holly. She did just an amazing job trying to build these things that it was a big ask for the budget that we were doing.
The funniest thing to me in retrospect is that we were like, oh, this is easier to do because you're just doing several short films in a row. But that's actually harder to do, because if you're doing a feature, you don't have to restart with a different cast next week. You don't have whole different locations. Also, right now I'm sitting where the confrontation with the Axeman in MLM takes place. This is where they're cowering.
Yeah. I was going to ask that because it looked awfully familiar. I was like, I've seen that.
Those are definitely the same blinds in the scene.
So my next question is this. I was hooked on your movie when I saw the teaser poster drop of just a coffee cup, and it said grind on it. And I was like, all right. So I jotted down my notes, and then I'm covering Fright Fest, and I'm like, you guys are going to be up Fright Fest. I'm like, I'm in on this movie. And then it was such a great watch from start to finish. One thing I took from your movie was the transitions. A lot of these movies have poor transitions. How did you perfect your transitions to make the story work? Because I think that is what made the movie pop more.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we watched like every anthology out there, and we kept coming back to Southbound, which has some classic transitions, and we just wanted to build on that with this. Because just for me, I love horror anthologies. I always have since I was a child. But sometimes it's crazy when you're watching an anthology and it seems like, oh, I'm in a whole different world now. Like it's just like a YouTube playlist by like a maniac. So we wanted it to be more cohesive. So the transitions, that was huge for us.
Yeah, and the whole thing takes place in the same universe. Like we very specifically like designed a lore and a universe. So it made sense for the transitions to all be handoffs instead of, and now we're restarting and now we're doing the, which no, fault to this. This is like, it's fun to see like those wraparound stories in some anthologies, but we just felt like for ours, it's a handoff world.
Yeah.
The only thing that's weird is when you have to decide we only had one moment where Ed and I had to hand off to each other. And then it was like, oh, whose part is this? Like, we had to like make sure we knew who was shooting what.
So do you guys have any nerves going into your premiere for this festival?
Well, we premiered at South by Southwest.
Oh,
so
okay.
we've been doing fest, but this will be our UK premiere.
Okay.
Do you have nerves, Ed?
No.
I mean, we are on a really big screen.
So do you guys mostly watch the movie or do you watch the audience more? Because I've heard a couple votes for the audience, but I have heard a couple watch the movie.
Yeah, I'm not going to actually turn my chair around and watch the people. That would be bizarre. I do. I always watch the movie. I just enjoy it. And hearing the crowd reaction is always super interesting to me. Because there's a couple early jokes where you can tell, like, okay, this crowd is a hot crowd, and then there's some jokes that have never gotten a laugh that kind of just fascinate me in a sick way, where I'm like, that one never gets a laugh.
Although we did just play in Korea, and there was one joke that never gets a laugh, and it got a laugh, and we were very, very thrilled.
Oh yeah. But I find it. I don't really have nerves. I find it exciting and rewarding.
I actually don't watch the movie at all. I've seen it, and I watched it in Korea because I thought that would be interesting to watch with an audience. I may watch some of it at Fright Fest, but usually I go drink while we're playing and then go do the Q&A. I just have like a little drink and do a little walk around and like hang.
Yeah.
So if you guys had to pick an anthology to watch the rest of your life, what would it be?
Grind.
Besides Grind.
The rest of our life, like we're watching it every day.
Like say you were trapped in a room.
Okay.
Trapped in a room. Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, if TV shows count, I would. Do TV shows count?
TV shows count.
Whoa.
TV shows count too. Sorry. If I have to ask this question, you have to include everything.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I am such a huge fan of the original Twilight Zone. I've kind of played it out over the years, but I think if I had to watch something for the rest of my life, I probably would. Although there are bad episodes, I probably would watch that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I would probably also choose a TV show just because there's so many of them. Otherwise, if I was doing a movie, though, Ed and I've talked about this quite a bit. I love Cat's Eye. That's like one of my my favorite anthology. I think it's so
when
fun.
We revisited anthologies, Cat's Eye like really stood out. Mm-hmm. Like I hadn't remembered it being as classic as it was.
Yeah.
So I have 3 for you guys.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Creep Show.
Well,
gotta have
huge
Creep Show.
Huge Creep Show fans.
Wait, you have to pick one. You gave us one. You get to pick 3.
Well, you can give me more if you would like, but this is my first. But you guys will agree on number 3 though. Okay. Number 2 for me is Twilight Zone. Also, Twilight Zone is fantastic, but 3 is Grind.
Wow,
3 has to be Grind because
Creep Show, Twilight Zone, Grind. Okay, I can get behind that.
That's a good list, right?
Yeah, it's a great list.
It's nice.
So where can everybody follow you guys? So when I drop this, I can attach you guys, and so everybody can tell you how great your film is.
Grind has an Instagram. It's Grind.
Yes.
Horror? What is it?
Yeah,
Grind
horror.
Is it
underscore horror?
Yeah.
Grind underscore
but
horror.
We post some. We're currently. Well, I'm slacking because I got to edit a video, but we have some fun videos on there. I like the stuff we've been doing.
And we actually rank all of our top horror anthologies and our top horror anthology segments. So.
Oh yeah. So we had like a running list as we watched every anthology ranking, and my number 1 is Nightmare at 30,000 Feet from Twilight Zone, the movie, directed by George Miller.
I think I've seen that.
Oh, it's so good.
Might have to put that on my watch list after I do my Grind watch list all over again.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So, does this have a VOD date or anything in the works at all?
I think we might become the first movie in the modern era to make our physical deal before anything else.
Really?
Yeah. We're making our physical deal and our theatrical plans before anything else, like as if this were 1985.
Yeah, we really are. But early next year, people should be able to catch it in theaters near you. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, a theater near me, so I can see it for like a 5th.
Well, where are you?
Maryland, unfortunately.
Maryland. Okay.
Okay. Well, why don't you host a screening for us?
Yeah, exactly. What's the cool theater? Do you have a cool theater near you?
No, we have 1 AMC and 1 Regal, and it's like pulling teeth to get indie stuff played near me.
Oh wow!
I have got into verbal arguments with people about playing independent films around me, and he goes, "It's just not in my budget." That's all I get from them. and they listen to my podcast, so they know how angry I am.
Well, call us up.
well,
We'll
yeah,
play
get
there.
grind
We'll
there.
play. We can convince them.
Okay. I can get you in some contacts with some. We have 4 horror festivals here,
Cool.
and
Oh,
we
wow.
only have 2 theaters, so I can help out if you want me to. So
Let us know. I mean, yeah, we'll start. We're gonna do a little tour early next year, early 2027, so people can see it then.
people need to go out and see this ASAP. It's such a great film.
Thank you.
so much.
Brea, thank you for joining me. Ed, thank you very much for joining me.
You're welcome.